Hello, this is Required Fields. Now, I haven't done a video on YouTube in a while, and today what I'm going to be doing is another installment in my catalog Cripplers series, where I discuss albums that are well known in the metal community for having a damaging effect on the careers of numerous metal bands. And this one, the one I'm going to be discussing today, is known for having an extremely negative effect. It's one I've been considering doing for quite some time in my series. And the album that's going to be the focus in the video today is Entombed, Same Difference. Now, Entombed is a Entombed released their debut album in 1990, Left Hand Path. Now, Entombed is a Swedish band. Left Hand Path is considered to be the album that broke the mold in the Swedish death metal scene, and I consider the title track to be one of the greatest album openers ever by anybody. And they followed that album up with Clandestine in 1991. In 1993, the band released what is considered to be their transition album, Wolverine Blues. Now, that album is considered to be the birth of what we know as death and roll, which combines death metal with some more rock and roll-y kind of elements as well. Now, some people compare the album to almost being a now there are some elements of like the harsh vocals of the first couple of albums, but all those elements of groups like Motorhead at times mixed in with the sound. And the band followed that up with To Ride, Shoot Straight, and Speak the Truth, and a few years after that. And now I was going to backtrack. I forgot to say that Wolverine Blues did get the band some more exposure, as the title track, a music video for the title track, was featured in an episode of Beavis and Butthead. Now, in 1997, Entombed released To Ride, Shoot Straight, and Speak the Truth, an album that moved even further from the band's original sound. But it did have some of the death and roll that was present on Wolverine Blues present, but it moved even further from the original sound. But then in 1998, the band released their fifth studio album, Same Difference, the album that we're going to be focusing on mainly today. Now, this album has absolutely no elements whatsoever of the original Entombed present. If you were to play Left Hand Path or Clandestine to someone, and you skipped Wolverine Blues and To Ride, Shoot Straight, and Speak the Truth entirely, you would never, ever have guessed that they were by the same band, ever. You changed that much. Now, stylistically, there were quite a few elements present on Same Difference. That were present. The band actually made music videos for two songs from the album, Addiction King and What You Need. Now, Addiction King is has a bit of a slight punkish vibe to it. And then there's the next, then the next track on it has a little bit more of a vibe of, and now Addiction King is the opening track, and one of the songs they made a video for. Now, the second track on it, I remember having a little bit more of like, the band, it sounded like the band was trying to emulate Helmet on there. There's a track called Clauses on it, which actually has some like slide guitar in it. And the group also incorporated some rap vocals in a song called Kick in the Head. And some songs on the album have a bit more of a stoner rock feel to them. And some moments on it even sound like a bit of like a heavier version of what Metallica was doing on Load and Reload, two other albums that are seen as being pretty, they got a very negative response from the metal community in the late 90s, though they did do well commercially. Now, the album was absolutely despised. Now, Same Difference was absolutely despised by the fan base of Entombed. Now, Wolverine Blues, when it first got released, got some mixed reviews, but in retrospect, it's seen in a better light, and it also was a change that you could actually see Entombed, a band that sounded like Entombed doing, if they were to really do a big change from their original sound. And I can't really say that with Same Difference. It does not even remotely sound anything like Entombed. Now, after this, Entombed did make some more albums, and they were closest, I remember they were closest to more of the death and rollish kind of sound that the group had been doing not too long before this album, but they didn't do any other album that sounded like Same Difference ever again. Probably because they knew the absolutely a horrendous response that the album got from everyone. As a result, it was seen as extremely hurtful to their band's career and reputation. Now, I say that the album isn't even worth listening to. Sometimes change is very good. Some bands even change for the better, but this is not one of those changes that had happened. So I say you should just ignore this album. If you want to listen to Entombed, check out Left Hand Path for sure. Now, anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. This is Required Field signing off, and goodbye.